Good evening, peeps. How are we doing? How are we doing? It's a little bit late. I'm a little bit late. A North American pack has been out for a day. And this is my first new stream for my new house, or my new flat. So I've just moved last weekend. Or not last weekend, actually, the weekend before. So apologies, it's all been a bit chaotic. I have done some stuff. There is some work. I have been doing some gubbins. I have a video ready of the Tigwadoo on Saturday, but I thought we would just take our first look today. Hey Elephant, hey Lindsay, hi Itol, is it? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, your chat messages are not appearing in the on the screen there for some reason. I hope everyone is doing all right. I'm sure everybody's already looked at this. Apologies if they're like. Acoustics of my room are a bit funny. I don't have any of my sound stuff up at the moment, and my setup is kind of all just like threadbare. I've pretty much just thrown everything together to get it ready and be able to record and stuff. But yeah, so from what I can see so far and what I've looked at, this is a really, really good pack. I think we're going to start off. I'm imagining most people that are going to watch this probably already seen everything in the pack already. But if you're interested in my kind of take on things. Oh, Lindsay, it looks like you've got a... Is that your... How come you've got a silver badge? What's that then? Oh, that's the non-Twitch one, isn't it? I guess that's the... Is that the badge for membership? Maybe that's the badge for membership. How is everyone doing anyway? Is everyone having a good week? I hope everyone's had a good launch day. Right, let's jump over there then. So I'm hanging out in the... Basically, I've been playing around in this... It may be 6 months. Yeah, it must be the 6 months, I guess. I've been playing around in this scenario zoo, looking at some stuff and things. Is it 6 months membership already? That's crazy. Thank you so much. But yeah, I've been looking around at this. Basically, we're going to go through all the stuff that everybody's already seen already. But I thought it might be kind of fun. I just wanted to get a stream out. As I said, it's been a little while. Is it gold badge on Twitch? So that should be tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. No, Hometopia tomorrow. So I've been kind of working my way through all the different animals. And I should have everything all kind of set up so that all of the animals are good to go. So we're going to start off with, I think we're going to start off with the mooses. Look at that little guy. What a little ledge. Oh, the babies are so small. That is wicked. So I've got all of the animals in. I've got all of the I think I've got infants for everything. So we should be able to look at all of these. Look at those. Those are so cool. Hey Bold, how you doing? Hope you're well. So I've been breeding these guys for the last few hours. I've basically just been trying to see if there's any colour variations. I haven't yet seen much in the way of variations of colours, especially for these, but that is so cool, isn't it? Oh, they've got such good noises as well. Can you guys hear the noises all right? A little kind of bleating. Isn't that the cutest little thing? So there's been some talk on Twitter and stuff. You know, a few people have said that this is the kind of the gold standard for animals. But yeah, so far, and I haven't really looked at any of the animals in details. Do the moose dive? I don't think so. Maybe we'll find out. Hey Fauna, how you doing? Yeah, look at the little guy. Is it a little guy? Are you a little guy? Or are you a dude? Or a dudette? You're a dudette. They don't dive. Oh, they've got that sort of barking noise that they've got is really good as well. So yeah, I've sort of deliberately not looked at. I've looked at the ones that I've played with. I've only played with the what are they called? The Prairie Dogs. I've done a habitat for the Prairie Dogs that's coming on Saturday. But apart from that, I haven't looked really at any of them. I've sort of avoided looking at anybody's stuff too much. I've popped in on a few and been like looked away. So let's check out what's the deal with this puppy then. So oh, that is a challenge. So there's some new stuff here as well. This is really cool. I don't remember seeing this in the patch notes. But there's some really cool things at the moment because it's always this requirement thing. It's never been that useful to you because it only ever told you the number for one. But now we've got this ability to be able to do. Oh man, that is crazy nuts. So these guys have got a big range. So I guess that's going to be a bit of a challenge in any zoo. I guess it's, I don't know, maybe you don't see these that commonly in zoos, but that's pretty cool. And what's there? So group size 1 to 4. So basically a bull can have 3 females. Oh, they fight. Oh, we might have to get another male in. Do they butt? Do they like butt heads? Butt heads. Do they butt heads? That would be wicked. I want to see that. Wouldn't it be amazing? I'm pretty sure they don't do this. But wouldn't it be amazing if they like lost their horns and stuff as well? Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, is it moose? Oh no, moose keep their horns, I think. Because like moose skin, they did fight in the trailer, did they? Oh, maybe I didn't see that. It's like fingernail, isn't it? What's it called? Is it creatine or something like that? It's basically like fingernail material. Here he comes. Hey Pitsky, how you doing? No, we're just about to see if we can get... I haven't seen this. I'm going to see if I can get the 2 males to fight. I'm just curious as to into the interaction. Moose of antlers shed. Oh, okay, right, cool. Yeah, so I was right. So they're like deer then. Horns are permanent. Got ya. Yeah, I was sort of starting to say. Sometimes I start to say things bold, and then I'm like, question whether I actually know what the hell I'm talking about, and back away from it quietly. Hey, Sam, how you doing? Yeah, they're wicked, aren't they? They are really cool. Oh, that is a colour variation. So that's a bit greyer. That's a bit greyer than this guy or this other. Oh, is it? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just the light. Does it actually say? Doesn't it say? I'm trying to remember. Somewhere it tells you what the. Isn't there somewhere it tells you the colour variants? Hey Thrive, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Does it tell you the colour variants somewhere? Maybe it only tells you the colour variants if there is. Oh no, there you go. Dark brown coat. So this other one was, I think, a slightly greyer one. Hey Swifty. Hey Eben. Good, we got everybody in tonight. Awesomeness. I thought there'd be nobody because everyone's like, we've already seen this, Tobes. Why are you so late to the party, dude? Yeah, so grey brown. And that one is dark brown. So I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that all of these animals have got like 3 colour variants. Hey Moonlight. Welcome in. I saw a moose the other day on a walk. They're huge. Yeah, I have seen one. I've seen one in Canada. I saw, well, it was way off though. I saw it like way across the other side of the lake. But pretty, and I heard it. I could hear it making its weird noises. You haven't? Oh, you've been moving as well. Oh, there's 2 of us then. Yeah, literally, I moved last weekend. Well, not this weekend just gone, the weekend before. So, like, I'm in a room surrounded by half-empty boxes, basically. Did we lose? Did you lose? Did you have a fight and have lost and are hanging out here in shame? I want to see you rut. Wouldn't it be wicked if they did it on, like, a seasonal thing as well? I bet they don't, but that would be super cool. Alright, well, while you're napping, we'll check out your enrichment items. I think they're a little bit light on the enrichment this time because they reused a lot of stuff. So they've got a rubbing pillar. That's always a pretty good animation, actually. We'll stick that down. But I'm moving into town, so we'll have a good internet, can stream, so that would be good. Yeah, so weirdly, I moved slightly further out of town, but I have got better internet than I had before. Oh, they can do this scratching trees? Really? Num noms. Mooses, yeah. Okay. But apparently it's because I'm like the dude that came to tell me about to like connect my internet said that if I'd been like another 100 meters down the road, my internet would have been half the speed. I was like, so it's all to do with like your proximity to the gubbins. So it's like, but it doesn't. Those people that are further down the road pay exactly the same amount of money, but they've got half the speed. I was like, well, let's not tell them. Let's just not tell them. Yeah, I'm good, Swifty. How are you? Good to see ya. Oh, they use this as well, do they? I've never been I have to say I've never been a fan of this because it's so it's so huge. I like the concept of it, but it's always a bit of a pain to use anywhere. It just looks like an animal car wash, doesn't it, basically? Yeah, it's super lucky. Well, so I've gone from... Oh, you getting rowdy, my friend? Let's go back to the daytime. Yeah, I've gone from like paying... I called them up and they were like, yeah, no, it's you can get twice the speed for less money. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes, please. I'll have that, please. But I haven't kind of got everything set up yet, so it might be a bit janky. And as I said, it might sound a bit funny. It definitely sounds a bit funny to me. It's funny how when you move into a different room, you like notice the acoustics of the room are totally different. Right, well, no fighting so far. Tell you what I'm going to do as well, just because it feels like it's a little... Oh, it's only on medium. It feels like it's a little bit catching. I don't know, you see that little... It kind of catches every now and again. Alright, we won't spend too long on these dudes. Oh, he's going in, he's going in! Just your bum. Just clean your bum. That's what you need to do. They are wicked, aren't they? I think... Oh, is he going in? I think they've got... I think they're like a better sort of texture than the deers, aren't they, as well? Oh, look at this guy. Check him out. Oh, he's actually drinking it. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. That is so awesome. So that's a unique animation just for that interaction, that piece of enrichment. That's wicked. It's a shame I'm never going to be able to use that. I guess you could. I don't know. I guess you could kind of incorporate that into a waterfall, maybe hide it away, but they'd have to have some way of walking underneath it. And I bet if it was in water, it wouldn't work. Hey, Christy. Yeah, I haven't really looked at it yet. I'm kind of late to the party. I've had it. I have been building with it, but I deliberately haven't looked at any of the I haven't looked at any of the animals other than the prairie dogs, which I've done a habitat for. When will the next? So the next episode will be the Prairie Dogs, and it will be Saturday, and it's ready. It's all ready. I'm actually working on episode 11. So yeah, episode 10 out on Saturday. I could have had it out. I probably could have had it out yesterday, but I was like, yeah, it's a bit of a. It's one of those things that like, yeah, release days are really fun, but last couple I've done 2 or 3 videos for, and it's just, it's a bit of a killer, especially when you're moving. I was a bit like, maybe I need to actually protect my health in this situation. Like, we'll come back and see if we can get these guys to get rowdy at some point. I'm just kind of lingering. Just kind of lingering and not doing anything. Hey, Invisible. Welcome, welcome. Oh, this guy's way bigger. Oh, that's interesting. And is that, so that's not a juvenile. Look at the height, look at the size difference between those dudes. You subbed, thank you very much. Welcome in. Much appreciated. Yeah, that is a really dramatic size difference, isn't it? So I wonder if they won't look at the I mean, that is like, he's definitely not getting involved there, is he? He's definitely just going to chill. Yeah, well, I think I quite like a mix of, I am thinking about a mix of the moose and the beaver, Christy, but so is that actually an enrichment thing? Do they get like a dual, whatever it is, shared habitat enrichment gubbins? Let's go and look at these next. So these look really cute. I'm quite tempted to see if I can just make a habitat out of these guys. Look at this little dude. Look at this little ledge. Look at his stripes. He's 2.5 years old. He's tiny. Let's get a little, can we get like a, look at how small he is. I'd quite like a tank just full of those. I wonder what their hitbox is like. Where is he? If you look at the difference between that and the adult, that's mad, isn't it? And they have that really cool stripy kind of, almost like a bee pattern on them. That is so cool. I feel like they've definitely, I mean, we have seen a progression of quality, I think, as the packs have gone on. When you go back to the original beta animals, like compared to this, they're so cool. Thank you, Invisible. Oh, it just came through. It just came through. Much appreciated. Thanks for the sub. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you could just make... Oh, I'm kind of quite tempted by the idea of just making like a tank of those in, rather than a big habitat. I'm playing around at the moment with the idea of trying to make my own exhibit animals, just because the boxes are so huge. That is quite a dramatic... Where's the male in this... in this tank, or in this habitat? Where is he? Assuming there's a male. He's going to be massively different. He's lurking. Some animals can't habitat together. I've been watching you and another go. Cool, nice one. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. Yeah, so some things predate, don't they? So some things fight together if you're playing it in non-sandbox mode. Oh, where'd you go, champ? Oh, he's just... What just happened there? He's a stealth. He's a stealth alligator. Those are the most dangerous kinds. Where the hell did he go? He just slipped for a portal. How is this? Is this a new feature? This is a new feature. Crocodile Dundee never had to deal with that. Say Crocodile Dundee. Obviously, I mean, obviously it's an alligator. Where's it gone? How did it? I don't know what happened there. Yeah, they've just got. These are so cool. They've got that weightiness to them, which I think is something we've not. Look at the feet as well. American alligator, my favourite crocodile in the game. Shall we get a salty in? Let's get a salty in just to compare. So I've got the predation switched off, so we won't have to worry about anybody fighting anyone. So let's get, just so we can compare these, because I haven't looked at them. So let's get a male in here as well. He's a chonky boy, isn't he? Do you know what? This is an obscure reference, but whenever I see an alligator, which is is it Live and Let Die? When Roger Moore runs across the heads of the tops of the alligators? The James Bond film. There's that bit where they put him out in the swamp in the Everglades somewhere. They are really well done. Well, you should know, because these are from your neck of the woods, aren't they, Thrive? Did I see you? Was it Twitter you were saying the other day you literally had an alligator in your garden? That's mad. You're living with dinosaurs, dude. You're literally living with a dinosaur. Right. I thought that said Angus the saltwater crocodile. So we'll have to move this guy, because it won't let me move that into the water. So let's just put this down. Is that him there? No, that's the female. Can't wait to Planet Zoo comes PS4. Well, I'd totally assume it's happening because Coaster came. Let's try and get you guys to line up nicely for us so we can have a little look. Yeah, you can see the difference. Look at the difference of how much better they've got at it. Like, it's not necessarily... I think the animations are a little bit better as well, but it's just sort of cleaner looking texture. That's all looking a bit kind of... a little bit flatter. Like, look at the details around the eyes and stuff. Look how much more detail there is in that, in the skin and everything. Looks a bit simpler textures. They're actually pretty... I guess they're pretty comparable size-wise. It's always a bit difficult to tell because you don't know what you've got in terms of the... What are these guys? Oh, they're both actually the same. 50%. But that's got like a... It's got like a wetter... Maybe that's what they look like, but there's got like a wetter... Like, that looks more like a... I don't know how to describe it. That looks more like a softer texture, doesn't it? It looks more like a scale. I think this is all a little bit flat. But I think this, if I'm right in saying the salties were in the first... They were in the first release, weren't they? In the first pack. I mean, he's still cool. I think they're both still cool. I'm assuming this alligator is going to dive as well. They did indeed live with dinosaurs a long time ago. Well, I'm not sure if it's like a... I'm not sure if it's an ancestor. Is it an ancestor, or is it actually like that crocodiles and alligators lived with the dinosaurs? They are wicked things, aren't they? Yeah, these guys are my neighbours. I had to help one of them. One of my friends get one of them out of the backyard. Jesus Christ. That is terrifying. I mean, assuming you can't have any pets then, right? What do? You can't have a dog or a cat. I mean, this is such an alien concept to someone who lives in like rural England or suburban England, that your pet might get eaten by a crocodile or an alligator. Yeah, Salty's our base game. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so what have these guys... So did these guys take the... What I was curious about is, do they use the deep dive? They do. They use the water enrichment thing. Is there anything that's deep enough here? It's probably not going to be deep enough in here. That's a bit of a shame. Is that an empty pool? So this is all the scenario map, guys. So I just jumped in here because it was obviously all good to go. So let's just extend their pond on a bit, I think. So I think I'm right in saying that they've done a pass on the deep dive mechanic as well, so that not all of the animals, because you know all the animals had that that mechanic where they can only deep dive if it's 4 meters before, and now they've switched all that. They've made it a bit more nuanced. I'd imagine the crocs are probably all still 4 meters, but stuff like the otters and things, you can have it like 2 meters now. I think with the penguins as well, which is way better, because you had to have these really stupid deep tanks before, and now you don't have to have that. Right, is that going to work? Hopefully that's deep enough. Yeah, that should be more than deep enough. Alright, so let's unbox all those. So what's everyone's favourite animal so far? Obviously everybody's looked at all this stuff far more than I have, so what's everyone's favourites? As I said, the Prairie Dogs are the only ones I've looked at really in detail up before this point, so they were my favourite until this point. Right, what other enrichment? Yeah, I really like these. See, the thing is, in Sandbox, you could obviously keep that. You could keep that set as only a small one to stay as only a baby. See, that's a juvenile. That's crazy. That goes from... I mean, I know that's what it's like in reality. But yeah, I'm quite tempted to see if I could just build a little tank. I wonder how small you could get it. Cougar is my favourite. Moose a close second. And sea lion is my favourite. My favourite animal is the cheetah, but like the cougar. Yeah, I haven't... Do you know what's funny? I haven't... It's got people... This has come up on stream before, is that there's so many of the animals that I haven't ever really touched. And a lot of the cats I really haven't ever done anything with. Like, I've never built a lion habitat. I've never built... I don't think I've built a tiger habitat either. So yeah, a lot of the cats I've never really touched. Come on, come get this. Come get this goodness. Oh, they've got a restraint feeder as well. And they've got a wallow thing. That's cool. Right, so this needs to be somewhere... the gate the keeper can get to. Let's just plonk a few of these down. Oh, mud bath. Mud bath. It feels like, I might be wrong, but I feel like they've broadened the number of enrichment items. They've been slowly doing that over the last couple of DLCs. So more and more of them just use the same enrichment now. Oh, that's so cool. So what are you? So you're a female. You're a male. Oh, that's the saltwater crocodile. Okay, let's send that guy out because he's confusing me. Yeah, they're really cool. Come on, we want you to use the... We want you to use this, though. I guess it's quite far. I guess it's quite far. I wonder if the keeper can get to that. Should be able to. Feeder ready. Let's just chill down here for a minute and see what happens. My favourite are the Prairie Dogs. Gators and Arctic Fox in a close second. So I deliberately haven't watched your video, dude, because you chose the first one the same as me. So I was like, no, I can't watch. Because he's gonna have done some cool stuff, and I don't want to look at mine and then be like, oh, I wish I'd done that. Hey Gecko, how you doing? Oh my goodness, what is this word? Dinosuchus. Dinosuchus is an extinct genus of alligatoid crocodilian related to the modern alligator that lived 82 to 73 million years ago. Ma? What's ma? What's ma? Brackets ma. What does that mean? Million years ago? Is that what that is? I've never seen that before. Educational on many levels during the late Cretaceous period. Dinosuchus. So Dinosuchus is the precursor to both alligators and crocodiles. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm good, Gecko. It's been a bit of a manic couple of weeks because I moved home. So yeah, it's been a bit crazy times in Toves Land. Does no one want the fishes? Dinosuchus. That's what it says, isn't it? Doesn't that know what it says? Dinosuchus. I tried my best. Hey Alexis, welcome. Dinosuchus. That's the best you're going to get out of me. I don't know. I'm still confused by the ma. The pronounced Dinosuchus. Okay, gotcha. Dinosuchus. Oh, they're going. I think they're going. Yeah, they're going. Yeah. Get some. Right, we've got babies popping out in the other things as well, which is awesome. Moving is hectic. Do you know what the worst thing is? It's basically just like, I don't actually mind too much the process of moving, and because it was kind of fun. I had like a couple of mates and my brother, and we just like blitzed it. We had a van, we just blitzed it all in a day, and then like we were all in the pub by 4 o'clock. But the thing is, it's like you spend like a month before packing, getting everything sorted, and then you move, and then you've just got this like, yeah, just like stuff everywhere. And so I've spent the last week pretty much just Jengaing. There's no, what are you even eating? There's no fish. Oh, that's annoying. Are these still bugged? At least it's not crashed my game. They look like they came down and fed on something there. I love the fact that they just were sharing a special close moment. I don't quite know what's going on there. Anyway. Never mind. Maybe they won't do it. But yeah, so I've just spent the last week just like Jengaing stuff into new spaces. And I've moved into a smaller place, so it's been a bit tricky. It's getting there though, slowly getting there. I'd say this room, so the room that I'm doing my recording in is probably the least done. It's pretty much just my computer and like a mountain of boxes behind me. Has anyone noticed the FPS improvement with the new build? Can't say I have, to be honest, Pitsky. This feels a little bit laggy, but sometimes the scenarios do for some reason. There's a lot of water going on around me as well, so these water animations tend to cause a bit of a drop. I can't say I've noticed an improvement, but then I haven't noticed a negative either, so Maybe they ate some small miney minnows. Hey J Rassett, K dude bud. Maybe they ate some mini minnows. Mini minnows. They just look like they're playing with the bubbles at the moment. I kind of want to see them eat the... Because there's going to be a nice big leg of lamb or something get put on that grab feeder thing. Let's just chill. Let's just get rid of that for a minute because that's lagging me out. Some people are saying they're getting better performance. Yeah, maybe. I have to say I don't massively notice any bad performance, to be fair. Oh, this is actually... I've never noticed that it's made out of a pallet. So we got... What new enrichment items did we get? Oh, I need to check out that... There's a new feeder, isn't there? A herbivore feeder. We'll get to that when we get to the beavers. Yeah, it's a really good pack, isn't it? Definitely a good pack. Me too, Gecko. It couldn't be any more perfect for Tiggledy. Where are you going, my friend? Just leaving. Essence. American Alligator. Essence. What a name that is. Ode to Alligator. Essence. Essence for men. Come on, give us a nice big chop on here, please. Thing is, they've just fed, haven't they? So, yeah, we'll get onto the path blockers. The path blockers are definitely a really good addition. I think they're a little bit broken at the moment. I think we need a new. I think we're probably going to get a patch for them relatively soon. Hey NPC, welcome. Thanks for subbing. I think we're going to get a patch for them because I don't think they're working quite as intended. I have noticed a few times that I've got ended up with guests being stranded. And the curbs don't really seem to work. The curbs are supposed to do like a prioritization thing, I think. So you're supposed to. So if you've got two paths next to each other, one with a curb and one without a curb, the guests should choose the one with the curb. Without the curb as a first choice. They don't tend to do that. I have to say I haven't noticed them doing that yet. So I'm not quite sure they're working as intended at the moment. But the barriers are really awesome, definitely. Right, let's move on to the next animal. We'll have a look at the frogs, just because that's the next in the line. These are cool. I've been trying to listen out, see if I can hear them actually making any noise. Can't say I've noticed massively. Let's get them. Let's just have a look for a sec. American Bullfrog. So these can be 1 to 4, excluding juveniles. Males fight during mating season. Interesting. Kind of why I say that, because we know we're not going to actually get that. Why I say that? Because it's not going to do that, is it? It's not. They're just going to be preset animations. I haven't really noticed better performance myself, but loading into saves has been dreamlike lately. Oh, really? Well, yeah. See, I'm only playing on things that have got stupid loading times anyway, so I can't say I've massively noticed a difference. But maybe I'll have to pay a bit more attention to that. Did I just move them in? I think so. Hope someday to get this game. Yeah, so if you're a console player, I'd be absolutely amazed if it's not next year, I would think. So there's my frogs. Boom, boom, boom. You just want them to do the Fantasia thing. Is it Fantasia where the frogs all sing? How you freaked me out? I was typing hi, just sub blah blah, and then you said hi and thanks, but I hadn't typed it in. Oh, I'm well hell of you. Yeah, sometimes the alert is really delayed, and sometimes it's on time. So that one must have been right on schedule. Do you croak? This new pack is really solid. Eben said it's best. Said it best the other day. He said this new pack is the gold standard for proper animal pack. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Are you going to croak for us? We're going to wait. You're going to croak. Bird. Wise. Is that the noise they make? I don't think so. Yeah, my notification thingy gotcha. Do they move? Do they not move? Is that all? Is that what they do? Well, that's what we're kind of waiting. We're hanging out here waiting to see. Oh, I'm on the other tank. We're standing here waiting to see if they move. So none of these do. Like, they don't parve anyway. None of the exhibit animals have got like an AI to them. They just have like preset animations. So it may well be that that's what they do. They just kind of move. They turn their heads back and forth. Oh, is it when the camera's not on them? Now. Now, I think you might be mistaken. I don't see anything changing. Is it like if you try and watch the kettle, it doesn't boil? There's still two frogs sitting there, Bulge. Is it every time I turn away, they do a little dance right in the background behind me? They're doing a little dance, a little frog dance. I doubt PZ will get ported until after support has ended, and we know we'll get DLC until next December. Bit loose 2 years, if not more. Yeah, you never know. You never know. It tends to be different teams of people, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you won't get it next year. It's a different team of people will port it. But you're probably right, because if you're porting something, you don't want to have to release DLCs for the same thing, I guess, twice. Hey Daniel! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back YouTube, the Stream Master Toves. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that. I feel a bit rusty. I'm surrounded by a box fort still. Leave a bit and come back. Alright, we'll take your word for it. You have to physically leave the area. Like that Looney Tunes frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Sing it for us, Pitsky. I'm not sure I know it. No worries, Thrive. Good to see you, bud. If you don't know Thrive, guys, go check him out. He's awesome. He's just done a prairie dog habitat that's probably going to put mine to shame. But we worked on Serenity a while ago as well together. He's a good dude. Right, where are we going next then? So we'll take your word from that as we move away from that. There'll be a hive of activity going on in there. Do you know what? I'm going to say it, but please, Frontier, just give us smaller boxes. Just give us boxes that aren't so big. Hey, Wes! How you doing, buddy? So it says. So how come on here it says gaming with Wesley and not sheeping with Wesley? Yeah, just smaller boxes would be epic for these. Right, let's go see the Arctic foxes. Oh, we got a variant of the Arctic fox. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to your little fluffy socks. Oh, look at those. Those are so badass. So you get the white one, and somehow along the line, I don't know if that's like maybe that's like an albino variant, but in reverse. Oh no, too cute. Oh, they're too cool. Right, we need to get a we need to get some snow. We need to get some snow in there. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're on the same page. We're on the same page, Bold. Right, so we need to get a cooler. Can't remember what you do with this. I think it's like that, and then you put some snow down. I've not done this in ages. Snow the whole... Oh, no, that's not cold enough. Is that because that thing's not got cold enough yet? Let's go all the way down. They're white in the winter and brown in the summer. Is that true? That is so cool. Not in the game, I'm assuming, but in real life, you mean? I did not know that. Those are the babies, and the babies get summer coats. The black adults are melanistic winter coats, sadly. Oh, interesting. What's going on with this? Is it not? Surely that's cold enough. It's 0. We want snow game. It's not actually letting me paint that. I think it's already painted. I don't actually play this game with No, what you want about? I know what I'm doing. What did I do wrong there? Oh, it's because I didn't slide it further enough. Is that what it is? Has it got to be down like that far? Switch the whole map? Oh, I guess I could. I think this will work now. Yeah, that's not it. It's getting there, look, it's coming. I have to wait for the area to cool down. They don't switch in game, but in real life they do change with the seasons. That's so cool. Fortunately, Plat Do doesn't have real seasons, so there'll be no way to implement. Yeah, that's a fair point. They did kind of miss a bit of a trick with that, didn't they? That would be so awesome. Imagine the colour variations and stuff. Imagine the trees changing as well. Have I got double music going on? The hell? That was weird. Alright, we might just do what Bold suggested. Make the whole place cold. Screw the rest of them. Yeah, the movie's going all right, dude. Most things are unpacked. I don't have my camera and stuff set up, so my streams this week won't have a camera. But that's all right. We're playing games that won't have. Well, I don't usually use the camera anyway. Yeah, imagine it had seasons, and the trees changed, and the coats changed. Imagine the coats got. Yeah, that would be so cool. Imagine there was like they actually had thicker coats and stuff. They could have seasons if they made the year slower, because it does snow in winter in the Taker maps. Oh! He did it! Oh, we're going too fast. I need to chill my jets. I have to call my jets. Snows any time of year it pleases, to be fair. Yeah, it does. I guess the thing is, someone was saying, I think I was talking to someone in the comments about this the other day, that was like, The thing is, people are in the zoo for like years, aren't they? People are staying in your zoo for months and months and months. They go to the toilet every 6 weeks or something. So. Yeah, I have to say I very rarely play with the weather on. I tend to only do it when I'm trying to get a screenshot or something. Oh, did I reduce the... Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I reduced this. I was reducing the size of that. Yeah, you're right. I've reduced the range of it, haven't I? No, exactly. Yeah, you're totally right, Bold. Occasionally I... In fact, actually, most of the time my zoo is off... Oh! Coolness! Oh, that's so cool. Most of the time my zoo is off pause. But I very rarely have guests in. I pretty much only put guests in when I'm recording. And even then, I don't always. So do the juveniles do it as well? Oh, their noises are so good as well. Like little cats. They've got little cat noises. Do the thing. Yeah, it would be... Imagine... Yeah, that's the thing about this game. Sometimes it's just like... There's so many possibilities what they could do. These guys are really cool though. Cat dog. What's your gubbins? What's all your gubbins? So 200 meters per. Oh, that's quite big as well. Hey, Gory, welcome. Yeah, it does. It totally makes sense, Christy. It makes total sense. That's why the. So when, I guess it's better camouflage to be brown. Certain times of the year. Oh, look at him, little fuzzy coat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Is he biting his tail? Oh, these are so cute. Oh, goodness. These are so good. I'm kind of on the same page with you, Bold. I think the Fennec Foxes are really good as well. So do these do... Oh, look at the... So badass. I've said so many times that I think the all the canines have got like so good animations. Their interactions are so much like more interesting than the rest of the animals. They're so diverse because they seem to be the only animals that have like more than one like complex kind of interaction with each other. I know some of the monkeys have got like a grooming thing. The proboscis monkeys have got really good grooming. Oh, look at the cuteness. Oh, goodness. Overwhelmingly cute. So cool. Disco ball's wicked as well. I think they are, Swifty. I think I agree. They used to really do the red fox, so it does the jump too. Yeah, well, I guess they've got a whole new set of animations now, haven't they? They've got a whole new set of rigs that they can use. Yeah, I think they've. I feel like they for the whole time, the canines have had just a more complex set of animations. They seem like they play more and all that sort of stuff. I think oh, he jumped inside the box. No way. Too cool. I love the dogs. Baffle me is that the people complain when we get dogs, even though we have just as much cat spam. PC community is made of people, of cat people confirmed. Yeah, I think I prefer all the. I prefer all the canines. My problem with the cats, and it's not that the models are bad or anything. My problem with the cats has always been that the jumps just don't tend to work that well in the game. Yeah, they've got the whole. We'll have to look at what the cougar looks like in a minute. Oh, they dig as well. Oh, that's the. Oh, they're too cool. We could just stay here all day. Look at these guys all day. Did I put all of them down? Jetty bedding they won't really do anything with. People complain about canines is literally 10% bears. Right, let's move on. We'll move on from these guys, however cute they are. Yeah, they just always seem like they've got more going on. They are mousing. Yeah, they are. Too cool. Yeah, the cat's just whenever they're jumping down off something. If you do it, I just don't think the game has got the ability to do that quite so well, and you often end up with like the jaguar just flying around. 5 different bears before the kangaroos. Right, so these are the ones I've seen the most. So Prairie Dogs. They've given them this scenario zoo. They've given them this massive habitat. It's pretty cool. Right, so let's check out these little critters. Oh, so one thing I've just realised is that the foxes didn't have the tunnel thing, did they? The foxes didn't have the little scoot through the... Let's just check that again. I didn't miss it. Arctic fox. So they've not given them that animation. This one. The Fennec fox gets that one, doesn't it? And these guys get this as well. The Prairie Dogs use this. I wonder why they chose to do that. Maybe just for diversity's sake, I guess. I was really hoping for deer, either whitetail or mule. And we've got reindeer. We've got a couple of antelope. We've got pronghorns. Prairie dog love them so much. Yeah, they're very cool. So I was under the impression that these were going to be smaller than the meerkats. But I don't think they are. I think they're pretty much the same size. So something I was saying in my video for the weekend is that they still have quite a big hitbox. The hitboxes all work on the length of the animal, which is always kind of annoying. I really miss like trotting animations. It's always either walk or a full-on sprint. Is that right? I feel like there's like a sort of canter, but maybe I'm wrong. Hey Heather, how are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. I want sheeps. You've got sheeps. You've got real life sheeps. What you on about? You don't need a... You've got a real one. You've got a real sheep. You don't need an in-game sheep. Yeah, so they do the digging animation as well. Like the meerkat. Where's he coming out? Where's he coming out? Where's he coming out? Hello? He's just out. Oh, there he comes. Come out of the rock. They also do this, the peek out of the the log there as well. Yeah, they like the watermelon. They like the watermelon. Moose and reindeer are some of the most unique deer species. A basic deer is sorely needed, I agree, especially since they have statuses but no basic deer. Oh, statues of them. Yeah, you're quite right. These guys have just got like an awesome kind of chaos factor to them, haven't they? They're just always busy. Oh, look at you! Oh, why would you not do that when I was trying to get a screenshot earlier? They've got a real like rabbit face as well, haven't they? Like if you took that, that's like a rabbit head. Just, I guess they're basically rabbits without the ears. Phased into the watermelon. What are you talking about? They ate it. They're chowing down. They are so cute, aren't they? I think these are probably the cutest. Look at the baby. Oh, goodness. Look at the sleeping baby. Oh, no. Oh, he's got a little foot twitch. You have got to be kidding me, game. He's got a little foot twitch. He's dreaming that he's as like a superhero prairie dog. Fighting crime or something. What a little legend. They are, I mean, they are so good at these things. They do such an amazing job. I mean, that is such a subtle little thing. That is such a subtle little animation. That's so cool. Oh, goodness. It's just everywhere. Everywhere I look. Everywhere I look. They're doing something new. I really like the small stuff in the game. Like the more and more of the small stuff. Oh, what are they even? What's something getting them wet there? Rabbits confirmed in next DLC. Pretty sure that one of the modders is probably already taking this model and just putting ears on them. They're referring to the mule deer, a species native to the Americas, not mules, the pack animal. These are so good. Yeah, so they do the going through the tunnel thing. And they do the popping out. They do the popping out the hole. I wonder what it's like in the Frontier Studio animating these animals. Just still sweet at the cuteness. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Bold. There's something about... You can tell that they love this. You can kind of... There's just like a joy in it, isn't there? It sounds a bit crappy, well, a bit sort of flowery to say, but there's like a joy in that you can see that someone that's absolutely loved doing it has put that in there. Do you know what I mean? There's not like a kind of like a preset bunch of animations that they just got these. I wonder how it works. I wonder if they just give them like a time box and they're like, go to town, see what you can do. It would be so. I think it would be such a fun thing to work on. And everything from the like, you know, even the sound design and all that sort of stuff. All of the, oh god, look at this little dude. Too cute, man. What I haven't seen yet. Oh, hello. What I haven't seen yet is any of the albinos and stuff. I don't know if I don't really know how the albino sort of thing works. Is that like... I'm guessing that not every species gets that. But I know that Thrive earlier posted on his Twitter that he'd seen an albino alligator. Right. So did we tick all the boxes for these guys? You can tell the developers are animal lovers for sure. Yeah, I don't know if you have to be. I don't know if that's the thing necessarily that I'd say that they'd have to be. But I think there's something in the skill of doing it that's just I don't know, I can't describe it in anything more than what I've just said. It's like, it just has there's just like a joy in it that they just seem like they absolutely love what they're doing. And you can tell they're not just ticking boxes. They're not, because they're not the same sort of animations. They're quite a diverse set of animations across different animals. You almost get a character from them, right? Like that, those creatures have got different characters. Because I think it would be quite easy to end up having this almost feel like a meerkat. Do you know what I mean? Because it's basically the same. Yes, it's got like the burrowing animation and that sort of stuff. But if you sat and watched these for 10 minutes, compared them to the meerkats, you'd see a different sort of personality in them, I think. So cool. Right, where are we going now? So, Lindsay, you wanted to go back to see if the frogs have moved. Bold's insistent that the frogs are moving. But the thing is, they all know I'm coming now, so they're all going to assume their positions like they were in last time. And where are they? Frogs? Boom, boom, boom. There we are. They're all still in the same position, but was that one there before? Okay, that one's cool. I like you. I haven't heard them croak yet, though. I'm wondering if they don't croak. I don't know. I think you have to be passionate about something to bother getting it right. As an artist and an animal lover, I draw animals with a lot more attention to detail than cars, for example. True. I guess if you go for a job at Frontier, I don't know though. Maybe. I don't know. I guess you're probably right. You have to have some. I don't know. Can you? I don't know. I feel like it's just a. I feel like you could be animating a person and have that same. Because we don't really look at the guests that much because they're mostly annoying, but they're actually really cool as well. Spend a bit of time looking at them. Mostly I just spend my time moaning at them and going, "Why are you standing there? Please don't stand there. I've spent ages putting that barrier up." School is a bit boring, but you'll get there, Wes. We'll have to do our school time. I'm not convinced they've moved at all, but I'll take your word for it. Right, where are we going next? So we've done those. We've done those. Oh my god, we've got runaway. We've got runaway prairie dogs. Right, so the California seals. Even the wolf to the dingo, which could have been the same animal, but they're so different. Yeah, I think that's the thing that makes it makes them so special, doesn't it? That they're not a reskin. And I think that will be, I mean, that's one of the things, I think the modding community's done some amazing stuff, but they are limited by the fact that they can't do that sort of thing. And it will always be that they're, it will always be that they just kind of, they're always going to struggle because they can't get that richness. So you're always going to have an animal that just feels a bit wrong. Exclamation mark poo. One day, Wes. One day. Keep on trying, my friend. Oh, it looks like Mr. Miyagi. Then we got the Himalayan brown bear. I don't think the bears are bad, to be honest. I think the bears are all alright. I quite like the bears, especially now they dive as well. Right, so let's have a little learn about these dudes and dudettes. Right, so so you can have up to 15. And what's the space requirement like for these? Oh, that's actually pretty generous. Wow. Oh, well, I guess they've got... Yeah. It's going to be all water, isn't it? I'm looking in the wrong place. So you've got 400... So if you wanted 15 in one enclosure... Eek. I guess that's not unachievable. 452 land. 1,000 meters and then 500 deep. 1,000 square meters of water. You want to see the moose? We will go back to the mooses. We have done them. We did the moose at the beginning, Wes, but I'm happy to go back there. But let's look at these guys first. Yeah, so this is another one, isn't it? Because this would be very easy to feel like a seal. Just feel like the grey seal. So let's get these. Let's get. I'm shoot. Oh, look at the spin. Look at the little spin. Right. So sea lion. Let's get the deep water thing in here. Is that going to be deep enough? It does say feeder ready, so I think that's probably alright. So they get the food thing. Mooses. No, mooses is the plural actually, Lindsay. I think you'll find. Moosei. Moosei. Mooses. Mooses. Moose is plural of it, like the plural of sheep. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. In the launch trailer it shows a frog swimming. No hoping though. No hopping, I'm assuming you meant. Well, we just saw one kind of hanging out in the tank. In a kind of... Because they do that, don't they? They do that kind of like mid-swim. They just chill out for a minute. Change their minds and just hang out. Do that noise again. Make that noise for us again. In general, the bears are great. I just hate the HBB because it's basically a copy-paste grizzly with a new texture. Frontier are good at it 97% of the time, but they've had some yikes moments. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, sometimes they're going to get pinched on the time, I guess. But I feel like overall we've had a steady improvement of quality. And we have, I feel like, am I right in saying, I feel like we have had a few get a little bit of an, did the lion not get like a redo? I feel like the texture of the lion got a redo at some point. Moose, nah. Moose. Exactly. Goose Geese. You know, exactly. Just like, makes no sense, does it? It's a little baby one. It's a little baby one. Oh, goodness. He looks so gormless. He looks so gormless. Look how small his little flippers are compared to the size of his head. Oh, is that right? Just in my imagination then, it wasn't actually a redo. I feel like there was something that was a texture change. We got it was like a thicker coat or something. Maybe that's what everybody was just clamouring for. Yeah, them eyes, the puppy dog eyes. They're like sea dogs, aren't they? Sea lions. Moose can go really deep to eat underwater plants. Can stay underwater for over a minute. Who was telling me the other day? I feel like someone was telling me, or that I've read it somewhere, that moose get eaten by killer whales, by orca. That it's really unusual. Oh, come here! I'm trying to click you. But yeah, moose can get eaten by killer whales. Is that not mad? Is that not insane? The sea lions' face look like they're saying, they know. They know it. They know how cute they are. Moose can actually dive up to 6 meters, which is terrifying. And assuming when we mean 6 meters, we don't mean that they're like going up 6 meters. They do the 6 meter board at the swimming pool, no problem. You mean that they're swimming and they'll dive down? I guess that makes sense. The bigger an animal, the more it can hold its breath, I guess. I don't know, is that right? I'm honestly surprised moose didn't get dive. I for sure thought the underwater plant feeder was for them. I'm actually to be fair, I'm a little bit surprised we got a moose. I'm a little bit surprised we got beavers as well. Like, I'm really happy we got them, but I was a little bit surprised we got them. Just because they don't feel massively like zoo animals. They feel like the sort of animal that would fit well in a like a nature reserve or something, or a national park. I had no idea they dive either. They have flaps on their noses, so when they go underwater, the flaps go over their nose holes. How cool is that? Can you imagine being scuba diving off the coast of BC and see a moose? Yeah, imagine. You'd think you'd gone nuts. Imagine it was like murky water. 6 meters is pretty deep, isn't it? Hang on, you're saying so moose can dive way longer than that. They regularly dive up to 50 meters, and so that's how they prey for killer whales. That is crazy. Imagine, and not even scuba diving bold. Imagine just swimming, and you look down, and from the depths you see a moose appearing, chased by an orca. That's crazy. Moose aren't usually a zoo animal because they are very hard to keep, but they have no conservation value. Yeah, as I said, I was a bit surprised. I think it's a bit of a like kinda have to do it type thing. Same as the beaver. I think it's more of a like kinda have to do it because you're putting, it's such an iconic animal. But there goes against my idea of there being, I think it wasn't that long ago where I was like, can't have a North America pack without having birds, right? You've got to have golden eagle. Surely you've got to have a golden eagle. Frontier like, no, you're wrong. Apparently they're much more common in Europe, but I agree, Bold, I've never known a moose to be a zoo animal where I live in the US. Yeah, well, so we don't call them, they're elk, right? They're not moose. I think if you see them in Scandinavia, see them in Norway and stuff, I think we call them elk. Hey Ronzo, how are you? We have moose in our zoo. So what is that? Where's that, Pitsky? Oh, there we go. There we got a noise. So they obviously don't have a great deal of animation on the surface, but they're wicked in the sea. I need to decide whether I get rid of the grey seals out of Seal Beach and replace it with sea lions when I get down to that bit of Tigridu. I'm kind of tempted to say that I might end up splitting them. I don't know if you can you have these in with can you have them in with seals, do you reckon? Where's this? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place, that's why. Species enrichment. So no enrichment from it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't have them together. Calgary. Oh, that's cool. Interesting that they've got them. Interesting. I'm surprised by that. That you have them in the zoo in Calgary. But that's cool though. I think countries without moose and such would have them. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. NPC. That's what I was thinking. Interesting to know that, you know, the place where you would most iconically associate moose, have them in the zoo, because you get them in the wild in Calgary, right? They're called elk in Europe. Problem is the Americans have a totally different deer species, also called the elk. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I get confused by such things myself. Lexis, the Calgary Zoo used to have white-tailed deer, and the running joke was that the deer just wandered into the zoo and they put up an education sign. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I might do a habitat. I might do a habitat that's both grey seal and sea lion. Right, while we're here, let's check this out. Let's just turn that off for a minute. Oh. Apparently it's off already, but fair enough. It's not. I can hear it. Maybe that's a speaker. Alright, while we're here, we'll do the educator for this, because I haven't checked this out yet either. So let's get an educator. So, from what I know, God, I haven't done this in a long time. You resting at staff room large 1. You've only just arrived, my friend. You have to link the seating to it. So these are already linked. So you put down one of these, the talk point. Oh, this is done on work zones, isn't it? I should remember this, considering I did a how-to guide on it. So let's call that talk zone, and then she needs to be assigned to talk zone. Well, that's what I just did. Assigned to a work zone. Let's just check that. One habitat, one building, and it's got one staff member. So that should work. No music, May. So let's put that to like December. Right, so let's just see this for a second. I'll catch up with the chat in a sec. How many habitats have we done so far? We've done most of them. I think we've got the beavers left to do. Well, we're going to go back and look at the moose in a minute to see if we can get them to rut. Oh, are you kidding me? You're just going to wander off? Right, so these guys all... Are they coming? Yeah, so they're coming to sit. And my wife and I ran into a moose the other day. It was within Calgary's limits in a wooded area. That's cool. Did they have to... What did they do? Did they have to come and take it away? It's the same in a lot of northern border states in the US. You can see a moose as common as you see a squirrel or a songbird. Wow. So this is so cool. Like, this by itself requires a whole rebuild of Seal Beach, because if you remember, I had the little arena thing in Seal Beach, and it's got all the benches, but obviously they don't do this. So if you have to do a video with the new creation packs, brother, it's a must. I don't think I'll be doing just like a video of all of this. I will be building habitats for each of all the new animals though. I sort of decided this time I wasn't going to do like a big review thing because it gets so many people do them, and that's why we're doing this today. I thought we'd just do it as a stream. So you get a bit more time and can look at things in more detail, and it's like you get a fresh reaction on a stream. Right, so she's doing her business. That is pretty cool. And I think, am I right in saying, use seating room only. So if you turn that off, oh, they all just get up and leave. Sorry, peeps. Okay. So I wondered if maybe you could have, because I know if you don't have the seating linked to it, they'll just stand around. Let's move away from that because it's so loud. Yeah, okay, cool. So you can do that. I wonder, and these, basically these have to be snapped to a path. They work a bit like a bench or something. So you see that's like snapping to the edge of the path. One thing I wanted to test, which I haven't tested yet, is you can't move these, right? So I have no vertical, like I can't lower that down. So I'm going to do some testing to see if there's a way of having just like a smaller bit of this, because it would be kind of nice to be able just to have like 1 or 2 layers, but I'm not sure it would work. And I don't think you can have it so that they come down from the top. Yeah, it's working. It's awesome. It's awesome. Can I see this before we change class in a couple of minutes? Go on then, as soon as you ask so nicely. We'll go back to the mooses. So we got, oh, you got the cougars to do still as well. Yeah, these are really good, aren't they? So we've got a little bubba. So we've got two males. I'm wondering if they won't fight unless they're comparable in size. So I think that's the smaller one of the two. There's the big fella. Also, the game will be more player friendly with the habitat creation video. It's just no speed builds, please, buddy. I see at least one full build video. Unfortunately, I would love to be able to do that, Ronzo, but you're kind of in the minority. If I did a full build video, I tell you, if I did a non-speed build video where I just did footage, it would be like 8 hours long. Trust me, if I bit that video that I put out the other day was like 8 to 10 hours of footage. It just wouldn't. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't have that as a video. No one would watch it. The streams are mostly, I mean, most of the time the streams are like, you know, if I'm building on a stream, this is an unusual stream where I'm not building. But yeah, it takes a lot of time, and it just doesn't work as a video. It's one of those things you kind of got to go with what works with for the majority. The majority of people don't want to watch me struggle over placing every single piece. It doesn't work. If seating is turned off, it's supposed to have people in the seats and stand. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it would do that. That you'd have both. Will you build a sea lion habitat that is going to look like Seal Beach, or you do it in a different style? Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna redo some of it. So I think I'll keep a bunch of the backstage area, but yeah, extend all of the like, well, redo all the arena and all that area. So I think it probably will be a bit different, and I haven't decided yet whether I'll have a separate section, where the sea lions and the seals are separate, basically. I was looking for a build video, a build along type video earlier. Oh, hello, faceplant. Yeah, it's not to be honest. It's not easy to do. The other thing with it is that I don't sit down and do. I do get it, but I don't sit down and do 8 hours solidly. I've said it. I say it in the video this weekend. Is that yeah? Creativity comes in waves. I think for me, it's very rare that I sit down and just like blitz out a habitat. It's most of the time, and if you've been watching me for a while, most of the time my process is pretty much that I do. It's like a refinement. So I'll do something, I'll build something, and then I'll come back and I'll refine it and refine it and refine it and refine it. And what you guys see on the speed build is so heavily edited. Now that obviously when you see those speed builds, I think most people don't do the speed builds like I do them. A lot of people, when you watch the speed build, you're watching the whole build just like sped up to 8 or whatever. In mine, I don't have it. It's still, when I put all, if I turn it up to 8 times, and I put it all on the timeline, it's still like 4 hours long. So it's just too much footage. So yeah, build along is tricky. Can't wait to see the habitats you will make of these animals. Baby cougars. So yeah, I don't know. These are yeah, they're very cool as well, aren't they? So they've got the babies have got the spots. They're all just sleeping. Right. So what's the? I know I've got way too many in here. I was trying to get some color variations going. Oh, in fact, I've got 7. How come I'm allowed to have 7 in the? I thought I wasn't allowed to have that. That's weird. So group size 1 to 2, up to 1 male, 1 female. So you basically either have a pair or you have a solo of one. Maybe that 7 is their infants. That's saying that doesn't make sense to me. Is that me? Animals adequate number of animals in its social group. Does that not seem contradictory to everyone? So that is telling me it's allowed to have 7, but this is saying that they can only be up to 2. That seems counterintuitive to me. It was attempting to be an Arctic fox, wasn't it? Baby cougars, they do. How about this basic building videos? Yeah, I did think about that, and I actually spoke to I'll tell you who you should watch, and he doesn't play very much anymore, but if you search Geekism, he's got some really good. He did a video series called Zoo School, which was something that was really inspiring to me. And he talks about talks about the build process, but talks about it from the sort of like what the requirements of the animal are and that sort of thing as well. Oh, cute, man. Population counts don't count juveniles. You probably have social groups or overcrowded turned off. True, I probably do because I'm on creative mode. Yeah, that did seem a little bit counterintuitive there. Maybe I'm just misreading it. On the building live streams on Zoe, you can pick up a lot of tips just watching. Also, if you're not sure how to do something, Toes will show you. I've learned a lot. Yeah, that's definitely something that, as I said, this is an unusual live stream. Like if you look at, this is the thing with the cats. This is the thing with the cats that I really struggle with. They're so good, but they do that too often. They just have these weird animations. Like, look at what's going on up there. And as soon as you try and like funky this up a bit, it takes a lot of work to get them to do it. But yeah, Lindsay's right. If you yeah, usually when I'm doing a build, if you watch like the community zoo build or you know, I kind of try and keep, I kind of try and make sure that I'm chatting along with you guys, and if there's questions on how I'm doing something, typically we are doing building in the streams. Just by the speed builds and showcases, mind blown. Thank you very much. Yeah, I do, and I do get it. I have to say I'm not a massive you know, I wish there was a kind of a way for me to do them in a different way, but the speed build is kind of the format. It's kind of the most common format to an extent. Right, let's get the last. It's just the beavers we haven't looked at yet, right? Let's get these things down for these guys, so we can look at these. Oh, these have got a nice big range of. Oh my god. A nice big range of enrichment items. Yeah, the other thing, Ronzo, is as well is that the Discord is quite, you know, there's quite a lot of really talented builders on the Discord. So, yeah, if you're ever struggling with something, there's usually someone that will know how to do it. What was the size requirement for these things? So, yeah, I did notice this. I looked at these the other day. So these got quite... So the lowest, so for just a single one by itself, 705. So these got quite a big... quite a big requirement. Oh, look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. So do they climb trees and stuff? Let's have a look. Traversable area. It's not showing. They climb and stuff, right? Why is it not showing the traversable area for this? It's not working. Why is it not working? Oh, is it because I'm in that camera? That's probably what it is. Yeah. So. Oh, they do climb trees. Sweet. So they will climb the... That's pretty cool. So it's quite unusual that they climb the trees. It's always one of those things that's like they don't climb that frequently, these cats, but I bet that would look really pretty cool up there. Yeah, I kind of realised it in the end. So yeah, they'll climb the tree. So that would get right up to the top. I really want to see that now. Come on, cats. It's not going to happen, is it? It's going to take forever. Is there any way we can incentivize a cat into a tree? I fear that this might not happen while we're watching. But it's a bit like the frogs. We need to go away and come back, and they'll be all in the trees. So they're doing the climbing. So obviously I guess they do the... Oh. No. Oh, check it out. That is so baller. Look at that. Oh, that is so epic. So they're obviously going to try and climb the big stuff. That is so wicked. And actually I think that's probably the best looking... Yeah, obviously it's got all the like branches for its head and stuff, but most of the time they end up just kind of floating on top of it, which these look like they're really... Oh, camera control toves. Is that not so wicked, Heather? I don't think I've seen any up as high as that. I might have to get a screenshot. Screenshot worthy, I think. Told you Cougars were awesome. It's not the greatest of screenshots because it's dark on its face, but we'll get one anyway. Oh! Now he's leaving. It's just, I mean, it's really cool, isn't it? There's not a lot they can do about that, but that is so cool. Spidey cat. Yeah, exactly. Spidey cat. That is pretty epic. And the last little dismount. Yeah, I might. I'm quite tempted to do a video where I just like compare the different, different cats and different canines and stuff. Would be pretty fun. Because again, I feel like that's a better model than we've seen before. Because you can even see the you can kind of see the muscles and stuff there. It's just got, oh yeah, that's why I loathe with a passion. But it's got like a, you can sort of see the weight to it again. I think that's something they get really, really right. They obviously killed that pinata thing as well. Yeah, one of the things I think Frontier, we're talking about the diversity. The diversity of the animations. Like, I think you can probably go through and look at, I'd love to do that one day, just to look at all of the like rarest animations that you see in the game, like all the mating animations. There's so many amazing little details. Created a clip. How do I share it? I have literally no idea. You might have to share it in the Discord. I know how to do it on Twitch. I don't know how to do it on YouTube, so I've not had it for very long. Does it give you a link or anything? Yeah, stick it in the Discord. Obviously, I can't see it right this second. But right, so let's look at the beavers. So the beavers are the last we're looking at. I think we've covered everything else, haven't we? The beavers. Right, and these guys have got some cool gubbins going on. So arguably the most coolest enrichment item in the game is this. So it looks pretty simple for now. In fact, I think the other one works. So I've placed 2 down. Where's the other one? I put 2 down. One of them was working, the other one wasn't. Does anyone know how to see FPS whilst playing Zoo? I haven't found it yet. In your Steam overlay, or do you mean you want to see what the frames are? Your frame rate is. You have to do it in the Steam overlay. Enable it in the Steam thing. I don't think you can see it in the game. So, if let's do a fast forward on this. They're all about to feed, so that's pretty good timing because they should come over and... Hold on a minute. Did that just say that the has had an offspring? Are they going to be babies? Are they going to be baby frogs? Hold on. They don't have they don't have babies, do they? We just get more frogs, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the way that exhibit animals work. Yeah, so whoever was asking for the swimming animation, I think that's probably what you see, what you saw in the trailer. Was that I can't really remember, to be honest. I think they have moved though, haven't they? Yeah, because they were on the pads earlier. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, cool. Yeah, so they do move about. Wicked. That's so cool. Right, let's go back to our beavers. I hope they haven't done their... Oh, sorry, I just knocked the microphone. I hope they haven't done their enrichment thing now. Right, so trees up. Where's the other one? Where did I put the other one? There it is. Right, so let's just sit here for a minute. Oh, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Right, so let's... Is he coming? There he is. He's kind of janked into the bottom, but he's eating the... Look at it! Too cool! Oh, how you do first person camera, do you mean? I'll show you that in a second. I still haven't seen if they build real dams or just stack mud endlessly. No, they do it. So that's the first step. Another one will come in a minute. And we'll move some of the smaller sticks. Might have to wait a second. Just sit here for a minute. wait for it. A sense of anticipation. Are you coming? To be enriched? Come over, you require some enrichment. For some reason they don't seem to like that one. Took a break from packing, forgot I left this stream on, came inside and was like, who's in my house? Oh, I haven't seen the mud bit. I've seen that timber. I've seen... Oh, there we go. I mean, he's invisible. He's obviously underneath. That's a bit jank. I haven't seen the mud thing. Let's see if we can get this to work properly. So, does it have to be like... Maybe it has to be not in the ground. Like that. I thought you had a Toves intruder. Okay, let's try that. So that should, if I think I can just do that and then it'll go back to normal. Yeah, the waterfall does. That's the trick. So I've got to try and work out how you blend this in, because I guess if you get some rock and stuff, you can kind of blend along the edges of it. This is going to be a bit crap, but we'll just do this really quickly. What's the good one? That one. Pitsky, absolutely. They try to build a dam, the waterfall gets blocked, and then the sequence repeats. Yeah, so what are the steps though? So someone's saying that there's like a mud step, which I've not seen that. They pack it out with mud or something, do they? I've seen them placing the... Well, I've seen them gnawing the timber. So they should actually... You should see it line up and it gnaws off the timber. And then it drops. I've seen that much. Keepers reset it before they can have a finish, which is really annoying. So the keepers reset it every time they clean, do they? Is that what you're saying? Every time they do the Hoover thing? I guess that might be to do with the number of keepers you've got. The other thing is as well, I think you can turn down the frequency of the number of keeper visits. So that might help. You do that, I'm pretty sure you do that at the gate. So if we could just kind of like blend it in. Tell you what we'll do. While we're here, we'll see if we can just... I wonder if I can put... Here we go. We'll get a little bit of a build along with Toves. Just for a minute. This probably won't work, but we'll see how we get on. Let's see if we can make a little prototype. It's not working. It's already not working. Earbud's almost dead. No worries, Wes. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hopefully see you for Hometopia tomorrow if you're interested in that. Why is it not putting the water inside the tank? Come on, game. This is why you don't build along alive. Because the game takes a bit of finagling sometimes. What is your problem? Oh, it was actually doing it. Okay. Okay, cool, right. So let's get that dropped down. Might be getting Nick to make me a mod that gets rid of the pool. So just the rock. Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing. But I'm pretty sure you can just like, you could just blend it, right? I mean, it obviously takes some work, but you could just kind of phase it in. You'd have to then kind of have. You probably actually, you know what you could do is just have another water. Just have another tank. Let's see. They probably what I would be worried about is that you do all of this and then the beavers won't interact with it anymore for some reason. Let's just try this. See how we get. Well, this is going to be rough, guys. So. Welcome back, dudes. Yeah, going good. We're not far off the end. I'm just kind of just playing around with this beaver thing now. That sounds weird, doesn't it? That sounds weird. Avoid all the beaver jokes. Right, that will need to go. Oh god, not that much. I'm gonna miss the live stream tomorrow, first time in months. Crazy, what am I gonna do without you, Lindsay? Going out with the fogies, nice. Fair enough. I'll forgive you. Can you not put water in there? Let's try raising that up then. So right now, I'd be worried that I'm blocking, well I am, I'm blocking that off from the beavers getting to it. Okay, so there's water in there. There's water in there now. So let's all just assume that that's okay. Okay, it's not a Twitch stream. Oh, because you've been. Well, no, I think it doesn't. I think it doesn't count until. So it won't. You won't get that badge until you're in the next stream. I think that's how it works. It's not when I stream. It's based on when you view. So it won't consider you have renewed your subscription until I'm in the stream and you're in the stream. Can we see water? Not really. It's a bit too shallow. You could do this though. You could definitely do this. So let's select that a second. Let's just make this a little bit more, maybe not that brown, but a little bit more brown. And let's paint the terrain as well. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put in some rapids. I have to get my badge at the very earliest opportunity. You know me and my badges. Fair enough. Yeah, so if we put in some... I think if I do this properly, I'll try and make it sure that there's actually water in there. But we can do, as Pitsky said, we can do the... You could actually use one of these as well. You can kind of... like do this as well. So you get you want that at the bottom. It's probably a bit much, but let's just bring it right down then. The advantage of using these, I always think, I don't know if I'm right, but that yeah, that's one piece versus like a load of these, and then rapids. It's that one, isn't it? I want. So if you turn this sideways, and then put that kind of there. Yeah, so I think as a prototype that would be all right. You would have to, yeah, because they won't now go to that though, because it's got the barrier around it. Can I get that any lower? I think if you blended that all in with rocks, that would look all right. You want to be able to actually let the beavers get in there, and they might not cross it. So this would definitely take some fiddling, but I think it's doable. In fact, actually, what would be kind of, if you couldn't get the beavers to do it, what would be kind of cool to do is have one that you've made like next to it. Yeah, that's starting to look all right, isn't it? With a bit more work and a bit more, you know, some more texture and stuff, and a bajillion pieces of temple rubble, you'd get it, I think. If in doubt, whack a bit of temple rubble in. And you can start to do things like... So if you do stuff like... What I quite often do with these is just do stuff like... Let's get some of that new birch... Watch it. Oh, it's not in there, is it? It's in the... Is it birch? I think it's new birch things. Yeah, so we got a few new pieces, which I think are probably going to be quite handy for stuff, because they're like little bits. So you can build up one of these, kind of build up one of these yourself. And what I quite often do, and I'm trying to do like little streams and things, is put obstacles in the way of the water, and then make little splashes around them. So if I go back to my... I'm not going to do this for too much longer, but this jet I want. Oh, jet, small, and then sink it all right down into the terrain, and then just have just a tiniest little bit of it sticking in there. so that you like just to get again to give the impression that the water's coming down there. You can do that. I think that would work. I'm not sure it doesn't look like the beavers are coming over to it, but I'm pretty sure you could make that work. What I would say you could do is have one that's like completely blocked next to one that's not blocked, and have them come in to that one, because as someone said, it's going to reset. Thanks, Daniel. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, it's going to reset anyway. Are they coming over? It'd be really nice if they're coming over to finish this off. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing in Tigridu, is trying to blend the because these are cool, right? But I think they're kind of a bit. It would be lovely to have something that they are actually interacting with. Again, I guess if you didn't have that block piece on the bottom. But yeah, they don't seem to. They're not super keen on doing it, are they? I think there's some restrictions. Definitely seems like it's a little bit like that one's not been touched. Oh, is he coming over? Right, let's have a quick look just before we finish at what was the last thing I wanted to look at? So I've looked at the seating, I've looked at the diving. Sculpted design. What was the last thing? Oh, I wanted to look at the barriers. Yeah. So I've played around with this a little bit, but this is kind of handy. Let's find a place where we can make this work. So if we put a new piece of path just in here kind of thing. I just smooth these corners off a bit. I can't always do it, but most of the time you can get a piece of path in the middle. Never mind. And let's just for the sake of it, put a tree there. In fact, let's put a tree in the middle of this path. Right, so everybody should start walking through that. Yeah, cool. So these are under facilities. And you've got a bunch of different ones. So you've got 3 different size variations. And weirdly, actually, as soon as you start touching them and putting them down, the guests start interacting with them immediately. You can kind of like mess with them as they're moving along. But yeah, you can block off something like a tree. So you can have it on top of the surface like that. They'll always do that thing where they disappear from the first time. They just disappear back to the gate. Night elephant. But yeah, what you can do is just basically just stick them under the surface, and exactly the same thing will happen. So what I've been saying in my video on Saturday is that actually now, so everybody knows, right, when you're building a habitat, you end up with, you put your path alongside the, let's find a bit of, oh god, let's find a bit of flat terrain for a second. So you put your path alongside the barrier, right? So most people, I think, do one of two things. You either put the barrier down first, or you put the path down first and follow the barrier. And what I always end up with, and I think most people do, is you either end up with a situation where you can't get it exactly where you want it to be, or you end up with a bit where you've got like, they will stand outside the edge, just outside the edge of the path. So now what you can do is, I'm pretty sure, I'm saying this in my video, is you can just kind of ignore the fact that there's like a limitation to the oh, sorry, 1 second. Kind of ignore the fact that there's an edge to the path at all, and just go like, hang on, let me just get this right. How was I doing this? Oh, I know what I was doing. Right, so just grab this a sec. Get rid of that. Just bear with me a minute. So if you just bung a load of path in, oh, this is all. Let's just say it's this. Okay. And in theory, let's say I just cover like a big area with my path. I can put a barrier. If I'm using a custom barrier, which is what most of the time I'm doing, build a custom barrier over the top of it. You know, at the moment, the guest will just walk through that barrier and walk into the middle of the habitat because the path is there. But if you use these, you can just follow the edge of your barrier with that. I'm not sure I'm making any sense here, but it's follow the edge of your barrier with this, and that then defines where the edge of your path is, and you don't really have to care about this. So what I've been doing loads of times, so it's probably not a good example here, but let's say this, right, where you want those guests to be closer, you just put the path intersecting with the barrier, as long as it's null. It doesn't seem to work with the normal barriers, and then block them off with the barriers. So yeah, that seems to work really well. Anyway, have I missed anything? Does anyone know if I've missed anything? I think I've covered it all. As I said, I have done my prairie dogs are the first habitat. Let's go back and look at these little Kiwis. I think these are my favourites. I think these were the most. I was gushing over these the most, I think. So yeah, I've done these guys for the first one on Saturday. Hoping I'm having another episode out the following weekend as well. Is it raining? Oh, they're playing with the thingy. Anyway, peeps, thank you very much for hanging out for so long. Appreciate I'm a day late on this, but as I said, it's been a very busy couple of weeks for me with the moving and everything. And yeah, I just thought I'd avoid the rush because there's like a billion people made videos for yesterday. Oh, these are so cool. Oh, look, a little fight. Right, peeps, catch you on the next one. Yeah, so I'll be streaming tomorrow, playing Hometopia tomorrow, and then yeah, next Planet Zoo video will be Saturday. Take it easy. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.